are y'all doing? Good energy for the afternoon? Doing all right? Gonna get some espresso in your system. So, it's great to be here. I'm Rebecca. I'm co-founder and CEO at Saga, which, as Chris mentioned, is a layer 1 protocol for the next 1,000 chains in the multiverse. So I'm supposed to talk today about why blockchain and crypto are here to stay. And I'm starting off by saying it should have died a long time ago. You don't lose tens of billions of dollars and stick around as an industry, whether it's Terra Luna, FTX, all the collapses in 2018 and 2020, we should have died a long time ago. So let's talk about why we're still here. So up here, I have 3 logos. These are probably the most popular applications among Gen Z and millennials that are under regulatory scrutiny. So TikTok, you all recognize, Robinhood, and then of course, the various crypto applications. All right, so compared to other Gen Z and millennial favorites that are under regulatory scrutiny, I would say that crypto lacks passion and relevance. That's our problem. Okay, so let's look at some stats. For TikTok, they have a whopping 150 million daily active users in the US alone and 1 billion worldwide. And each person who uses TikTok, they log on for an average of 95 minutes a day, and they're logging in about 8 to 10 times a day. I think that's the very definition of a smoke break. All right, so who's using it? 60% are female, 40% are male. About 60% are between the ages of 16 and 24, considered Gen Z. 26% are millennials, 31% Hispanic Americans, 30% Black Americans, and 18% white. Okay? So just an example of some of the demographics of TikTok users. There's roughly even distribution of users across all income levels. So if you break it down into about 5 different income brackets, each comprise about 20% of TikTok users. So fairly universally popular. Robinhood, let's move on. Robinhood stats, 22 million users, still pretty good. And the average age of a user is 32, all right? 70% are male, 30% female, starting to see a little imbalance there. 19% Gen Z, and 51% millennials. You gotta have cash to play, so not surprised about that. 19% are Hispanic Americans, 10% Asian Americans, 9% Black Americans, and the figures there are relatively close to the general makeup of the US population. Okay. Now, importantly, 43% of Robinhood users have a FICO score less than 650. This is illegal with financial rooms, so you know that that's not wonderful. It's an average account balance of $3,600 as of early last year. Okay, so let's talk about crypto stats. 118,000 whopping daily active users, 70% are men, 30% are women, 13% are Gen Z, and 57% are millennials. Okay. 62% white, 24% Hispanic Americans, 8% Black Americans, and 6% Asian Americans. And there is a higher income in this group. Higher income individuals have transferred more money into crypto accounts as a share of their net worth. So you're probably starting to see a pattern here. Let me make it explicit. Active users
oh my God.
distribution are why we are not demographically compelling for either Democrats or Republicans. Okay. So crypto is volatile, but we are anti-fragile for whatever reason. Let's explore why that can be. Okay, so these are some of the greatest hits of regulations that have just gotten the facts wrong about what crypto is, what the purpose of it is, how it operates. So CBDCs should be on permission chains. Permission chains are kind of useless. Algorithmic stablecoins are inherently unstable, not true. We need to have validators and developers give 1099s to people who use chains. Peer-to-peer transactions are fine as long as there are no smart contracts. Smart contracts are how blockchain kind of works. And random tokens are securities. These are all wrong policies and they are old policies. Meanwhile, this industry has put out a pace of innovation that is simply breathtaking. So I would say 2014 timeframe is when you saw protocols really pick up. And then how blockchain is organized is you have your protocols and then you have your applications building on top of them. So since 2014, we have seen an absolute explosion of innovation in this area. And for those of you who are familiar with crypto or who's in the industry, you know that even for us who do it day to day, it's kind of hard to catch up. All right, so policy recommendations, once again, are outpaced by innovation. Okay, but crypto is not entirely perfect. The narratives that we have been putting forth, that we are new financial rails, that we're anti-corrupt, we're transparent, and that we're all about ownership, these narratives have not resonated. They are old stories, we keep repeating them, they are not compelling, so they are also wrong and old. So we need a new way of understanding crypto. This is the anti-fragile part. So why are we here? It is because we build, it is because we own, it's true, we own assets, and it's because we ultimately choose. So we build, we own, and we choose. We choose the company we keep. This is the anthem of crypto. We are here because Web3 is about the timeless value of self-determination. So I'd like to talk to you a bit about Saga. So going down the wormhole here, it's one of our themes at Saga. The wormhole is the fastest way between 2 points in space. So let's talk about who is building on Saga. So our innovator program, which encompasses our entire ecosystem, everyone building on Saga, we are at 169 projects. It's quite a lot. They are gaming, lots and lots of games. They are NFTs and entertainment. They are DeFi and social. DeFi is distributed finance. And of course, it is fellow infrastructure projects. So by mainnet launch, which was about Q3, Q4 this year for us, we'll have at least 300 projects that are building on Saga. So why did everyone come here? Well, we were at GDC a couple weeks ago, and we debuted something known as the Saga Multiverse. And what do we want to do? We want to break the silos that have held us back from telling our stories. And we believe in the future of community-generated content and the decentralized control of gaming and entertainment. So, welcome to the Saga Multiverse. So it is a full-stack production studio, and it seeks to combine sight, sound, and motion to allow creators to connect, create, and ultimately transcend. So we're seeking creative cohesion across a decentralized ecosystem and of course across universes. So the last thing I'll leave you with is a taste of what it means to be in this decentralized multiverse. Do we have sound?
Universe, the OG universe. It's pretty cool, I guess. But building in this universe can be boring. It can feel lonely. What if there was something more?
so much, guys.